Welcome back to the Late Night News. Time now to catch all the buzz from the world of business on our special segment, Business Line. Well, the Finance Minister, Pranab Mukherjee, has reacted to the rising inflation rates. He said that inflation is a matter of concern and that he's not thinking of raising the interest rates anytime soon. India's annual inflation rate has jumped to 10.16%. Inflation has spread from food and fuel to core manufacturing prices in the past 1 year. These prices have plagued India for months, but today's inflation data showed that manufacturing prices are also rising fast, thanks to a robust industrial rebound and strong domestic demand. This will add to the pressure on the central bank to hike rates sooner than later. Well, benchmark indices gained for the fourth successive day as Indian equities once again outperformed most of their global peers, with bulls seeming to be on a roll and even higher than expected. Inflation numbers couldn't dampen their spirits. Shakti Patra has more.
If you compare the performance of Indian markets with any other global index, you got to say that there's some serious outperformance happening here in India, because while most other global indices are at least 8 to 10% below their recent highs, we are not even 4% below that big 53.99 mark that the Nifty hit back in April. Intraday charts, we had a slightly higher opening, but after that we are stuck in a range, 20-point range for the Nifty till about 1:30 in the afternoon. Then a bit of a dip here, but after that a big 80-point rally. Nifty briefly taking out the 5200 mark before settling just a tad below that, around 51.97. What went higher? In fact, all sectoral indices went higher except the healthcare pack, but there were some big movements in ADAG pack stocks. Three Nifty stocks here: Reliance Capital, Reliance Power, Reliance Infrastructure, gaining between 4 to 6% in trade. And RNRL, a junior Nifty stock, had a humongous 18% move today. However, the sector that gained the most was the IT pack, 3.5% on the BSE IT index, led by Infosys, which gained about 4%, very close to that all-time high now. The other pack which gained more than 1% was the oil and gas pack, led by, again, Reliance Industries. No big movement here, 1.5% on Reliance Industries, but we had a big move on Friday. Today, another follow-through move, and you got to say that bulls are lapping this up, because this time Reliance, it looks like Reliance will break out big time on the way up. Now, there's some serious outperformance by Indian markets. As I said, while most of the indices are at least 8 to 10% below their recent highs, we are just 200 points or less than 4% away from a 52-week high of 53.99. So if this continues, and after today's performance, I don't think many bears are questioning the trend, and bulls are probably thinking of a new 52-week high above that 53.99 mark.
Well, here's some good news for those in filmdom. Employees in the film industry will not be made to work for more than 8 hours a day. This decision comes after a meeting by over 6 lakh workers from the All India Film Employees Confederation. A welfare committee has been also formed to discuss all this and much more with the respective government officials at the earliest. This year, the council will be felicitating Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi with the Anna Award at a grand birthday anniversary celebration on the 15th of September. Also next year, in a rare occasion, all the Indian film artists will come under one roof to perform in a fundraiser, which is to benefit the union employees.
முடிவு என்ன எடுத்துக்கோன்னா அந்த 8 மணி நேரம்ங்கறத இந்த தொழிலையும் கடைபிடிக்க வேண்டும் அப்படின ஒரு முடிவு எடுத்துறோம். 8 மணி நேர வேலை தான் செய்யணும். அப்படி இல்லைன்னா அதுக்கு அப்புறம் என்ன அதுக்கான என்னென்ன மாறுதல்களை தேட வேண்டும். ஒவ்வொரு வருஷமும் எல்லாத்துக்கும் விலை ஏறுறது அதிகமா எங்கயோ போயிட்டு இருக்கு, உச்சத்துக்கு போயிட்டு இருக்கு விலைவாசிகள் எல்லாம். ஆனா சினிமா தொழிலாளிகள் மட்டும் அதுலயும் கடைநிலை ஊழியர்கள் பாத்தீங்கன்னா லைட் பாய்ஸ் இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கிறவங்களுடைய ஊதியங்கள் உயரல்ல. சோ அந்த ஊதிய உயர்வு பற்றியும் நிச்சயமா பேசி அதுக்கு ஒரு நல்ல முடிவு எடுக்கணும்னு பேசப்பட்டிருக்கு.
Now, if you thought a fashion week was just for the women, think again. This year, the Chennai International Fashion Week will dedicate an entire day to showcase men's clothing. The Chennai International Fashion Week begins on the 5th of July. 25 Indian fashion designers and 5 international designers will be part of this. Auditions were held in 3 cities, and interestingly, the models walked the ramp with Tamil music. For the first time, the designers will be given an opportunity to display their work at a retail outlet after the Fashion Week. The theme for the season is festive clothing.
Designer Rihani opening the show, which I think is the biggest USP, because designer is the most celebrated designer in Chennai, and she agreeing to open the show. adds a lot of prestige to the event. When you do auditions for a city-centric event in other cities, obviously, you know, brand Chennai is also made more visible because the event happening there is called Chennai International Fashion Week.
And to probably match some of those clothes with some jewelry, here's a glittering collection you would want to consider asking your loved one for. Here it is. We leave you with a few images. Thanks so much for watching. Good night.